Can I have my slides, please? Thank you. This here, this is the Oxford English Dictionary definition of the word chemistry. Now, as so often happens in our industry, we take a word, we mold it, sculpt it to our purposes, we misappropriate it, and then we forget what it initially meant. When we bring people together, strangers, new employees, vendors, suppliers, potential new clients, we bring them together, we put them in a room, we lock the door and we throw away the key, and we hope that they find some kind of cultural fit. Now that meeting, that's a meeting we call the chemistry meeting. Now, with so many words that we use in our industry that we seem to forget the initial meaning of. Yield, leverage, empathy, impact, chemistry. This here, this is a very exclusive chemistry meeting. Don't you get yourselves all confused and worried because there are so many empty seats in here. No, no, no. I've invited only the best of the best in our industry to this chemistry meeting here. Now, I'd like you all, to take a good long look at the Oxford English Dictionary definition of the word chemistry, because it will be crucial to understand this for the meeting. It will be crucial for the future of our business relationship together, and it will be crucial to the future of the world. Complex interactions, new substances. And that's why I'm here today. I am here today to discuss new substances, new synergies between you, the known, between us, the known unknown. And I will be unveiling the composition of our substance so that together we can create new substances. We can create new synergies and see what might occur when we pull together our consolidated efforts to create a brand new world. That's why we're here together. I'm here to present to you a world led by communication. The known and the unknown, or a known unknown. It's time for us to come out of the shadows. For too long, we've been hiding. Now, I know that our name has been whispered. I know that we've been a rumor, a dark ghost in the corners of this advertising media machine. I know you've whispered our names, but we've had no press. We needed to stay covert to get done what needed to be done. Our senior management didn't have a social media strategy. You didn't see me jumping off a wooden thing and diving headfoot into the North Sea. You didn't see any of us dipping our toes in the Côte d'Azur, sipping rosé wine, winning scam awards for beer in cans shaped like champagne tins. No, no, no. Because our only reward was the reward of changing the world. So we've decided to come out of the shadows. We've decided to come out of the shadows and show you who we really are, to show you who I really am. My name is Nathan Banfield, and I am the Global Business Director for the Black Operatives Department. I've been in this organization all my life. My daddy was a founding member. I grew up in it, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what we've achieved, and I'm proud of the opportunities that I am here to present to you today. Today I will be taking you through our products and our services. I will be showing you who our clients were. I will be showing you how we turned countries into companies and companies into countries, and how we were shifting through the thoughts of billions of people and their desires and their hopes so that we could control those billions of people and deliver on the KPIs that we agreed with our clients. I'm going to show you a world, a new world, a world without shame, a world without briefings, a world without rules and without innovations. I'm going to show you a new world. It's a world of opportunity. It's a world of new substances. And these are substances that work. Our track record is impeccable. Just look at this. Look at this big boy of a track record right there. Whether it be a disappearing princess, a near-miss nuclear war, I'll be taking questions later, young lady, or a fictional dictatorial state, the Black Operatives Department has been delivering cutting-edge covert communications to the world since 1943 under the blanket of darkness. Our products, our services have changed the course of history. From the shadows. You've heard of us. Yes, we are the Black Operatives Department. We exist, we really exist. We are covert communications, covert innovations. And we've been creating this stuff to change the world, creating solutions for governmental organizations, secret services, arms manufacturers. And every single piece of work we've done has changed the world to the better for somebody. So how do we do it? That's the question. How do we create the impact to change the world? How are we changing the world one KPI at a time, smashing those KPIs out the ballpark? Well, yeah, being a secret covert organization agency, that helped. But it also helped that we had a model that enabled us to build staggering communications. Everything we build at the Black Operatives Department is built on the trust model. It's built on trust. Trust. Everything we build must be thrilling. It must excite the people, consumers, citizens. It must engage them and get them out on the street. It must reclaim a feeling of loss, something lost. The feeling of freedom, the loss of opinion, the loss of political power, the loss of commercial power. We must reclaim that loss. That is our mission. We must understand. Are there any media planners in here right now? Didn't think so. They never come. They're always a no-show. But we need to understand the citizen. We need to get in his head. And we have the tools to get in his head. We have built a societal communication system that can see in the head of every single human being on this planet. And to get the things done that we've got done, to achieve the things that we've achieved, we've had to sacrifice. Sacrifice our moral compass. To create countries from scratch, to put people into positions of high political power. We must cross the moral red line of what society thinks is morally acceptable. And finally, terror. The world is in a constant state of war. War of words, war of age, war of sex, war of images. And we at the Black Operatives Department, we know that the only truly effective form of communication is terror. It's scalable and it's sustainable. And everything we do, we build upon trust. But the model of trust is not enough. What we need is, of course, we need a brand purpose. And I'd like to take you through that now.
For decades, the Black Operatives Department have used their trust model to create breathtakingly dangerous campaigns for some of the world's nastiest governments and governmental organizations. They had created free online services that had harvested personal data for espionage and tracking. They had developed drugs and sonic tools that could incite riots and genocide. And they had installed trained agents to run and control strategically placed countries. They had done all of this not out of brand purpose, and done this not to change the world. They had done it to gain massive amounts of wealth.
It needs to be done. So this is our band purpose. It's an uncomfortable one, but it's an important one. So, that's who we are, that's what we do, that's why we're here, that's why we exist. But why are you here? Why have we invited you here today? Why have we decided to step out of the shadows and meet with you today? We've asked you here today because we want to share our methodology with you all. We want to show you what we're capable of. We want to show you some products, some services, give you some idea about what we could create together. We're looking for new partners, new synergies. We want to make new substances. We want to change the world. And we want to create together communication products that would benefit us all. We've invited you here today so that you can arm yourself against the coming communications war.
A world in chaos needs a plan, and if it needs a plan, it needs someone to plan it. If there was a war, we were behind it. If there were uproar and riot, we were behind it. If there was chaos and then control, we were behind it. We have created multi-massive surveillance systems, chemical manipulators, algorithmic controls and dark analytica for governments around the world. We have changed the world. We exist to ensure civil order and economic growth by creating chaos and control. We sacrifice our moral compass for the greater good. We have the tools. They are tried and tested, and we invite you to use them. Become our partner. Change the world. Arm yourselves against the coming storm. We are the Black Operatives Department, and we are behind it all.
That's right, we're behind it all. Now, we've changed the face of war. Long gone are the days of drawn-out military operations that seem so distant and far away. The Black Operatives Department have taken the war to the consumer, made them an integral part of this new conflict. Gaining and maintaining the consumer's attention is the new arms race that we face. And the products that we're going to show you now will arm you against this coming storm. Today I'll be presenting 4 Black Operative solutions that you can all use to improve your commercial performance, all your clients' businesses, and the performance of your agency. These solutions fit neatly into your IT infrastructures, your communications plans, your marketing plans, and your project management plans. Neatly, succinctly. And you can even buy a license that gives you the level of transparency and openness depending upon the license agreements that you may or may not have with your clients. Now, each of these products They tap into the basic stupidity of a consumer. Their desire to be more than they are, to have more than they deserve. And it taps into their fear of being left behind in this new war of attention and communication. So the first product is a social communication system. Now, we've been building this for the last 76 years. It's a communication network that's connected the entire world. So it's cables under sea, cables above land. It's Bakelite telephones, it's facsimiles, it's internet, it's email, and it's these products here. We have connected the whole world to everybody, and everybody to everything. We've been putting microphones in every home, and a camera in every pocket. We see everything, we feel everything, we hear everything. It's all interconnected, and it's all in our societal communication systems. Now, I know some of you have tried to do some dark posts on some of our commercial enterprise-facing systems. It's frustrating, right? Just setting up a campaign can just take it. That's because something is missing. You don't have access to the dark side. What you don't have is the parallel. Now, the parallel is an artificial personality system. It's an algorithmic virus network. Now, these networks contain millions and millions of algorithmic tropes. We call them tropes. Now, these tropes, they're going to be attacking the user relentlessly, feeding them with opinion and ideas and news and stories and pictures and people relentlessly, 24/7. They never tire. And they latch on to the fears of your target group, of your protagonist set. And we know those fears because we've been following them for years. And we set up the parallel in 2009 across all of our societal communication systems, and it has helped sovereign states guide towards revolution and revolt. So just imagine what you could do with the parallel. Hundreds of thousands of millions of branded tropes, latching on to the fears and imagination of all of your target groups, feeding them with ideas and fears. You'd be hitting your targets one after the other. An algorithmic trope does everything for the KPI. Everything for the KPI. It's tireless, relentless, it never stops. The parallel. Now, the parallel is an algorithmic solution. The societal communication system, well, that's an infrastructural solution. Total influence control, that's a chemical solution. This is our suite of brand enhancement drugs and hormones that get right into a person. Now, the TIC is a chemical solution that we created to improve the brand communications between an influencer, key opinion leader of power, and their audience. Now, where the Generation Z is struggling hard to create impact by introducing product placement by, I don't know, laying half naked on a damn bed with a bottle of washing liquid, I don't know. Or carefully creating a color-graded grid that makes everything look pretty. Our clients, people of power, are popping Flusamol, and it's connecting to their audience who are popping Bransolin. Now, Bransolin and Flusamol are the yin and yang of the new communications world. Bransolin is a hormonal solution that gives the key opinion leader more access to the target group. If you've ever wondered how Farage became the new prime minister of what's left of the United Kingdom, well, now you know. We pumped all the beer in Wetherspoons full of Bransolin. and all the beer and all the cigarettes and all the packet of crisps. And we pumped Farage full of flusamol. So you can see it works. Communication yin and yang. So just imagine what would happen when you added Bransolin to all of your fast-moving consumer goods. Chocolate, washing liquid, soap. Bransolin is colorless, it's tasteless, doesn't smell of anything. You can take it orally, you can breathe it in, you can touch it on your skin. It has no known side effects. You can use it anywhere. So those products on their own, boy, we could do so much. Total influencer control, the parallel, societal communication systems. That's enough to change the face of the world, you would think, but we have one more thing. We call it escalate. Now, escalate is a sonic product. It's a sonic product that we use to create physical action. Now, we've been deploying escalate since the early 1970s, when we used it to help topple the Labour government and bring in Thatcher. Worked perfectly. If you've ever seen images of revolt, of violence, that was the escalate sonic manipulator behind it for sure. Using it to kick a KPI out of the bullpup. So escalate uses sound to control the behavior of people. It can create euphoria, fear, rage, anger, anything, any possible emotion. Now, we've deployed escalate in shopping malls, or what you call shopping centers here. I don't know what the goddamn you call them in Europe. You could use them in train stations, and of course you could use them in sporting facilities. And of course, we can deploy escalate throughout our societal communication system, so when anybody's listening to a tune, they're also listening to escalate. People escalate as the ultimate call to action. You just call, and they do. So let's talk a little bit about the pricing for this before we go outside into the expo area and start writing down some deals and smashing those KPIs. So this is what it looks like.
Nathan could sense that he had the audience's complete attention. They were looking at each other, trying to gauge the level of interest amongst their peers and competition. Could they really use this technology and get away with it? Was this the answer to the problem of that damn B2B campaign that wasn't performing? Was this how they were going to top the award charts at Cannes?
So this is how we can mix it together to come up with things that deliver incredible value. Will you be sitting down, boy, because you missed the entire goddamn presentation. You see me afterwards, boy. There's always one. Probably works for one of our societal communication systems. So this is what we can do. This is what we can achieve together. But I know what you're thinking. I can see it in your eyes. I can hear it in your... I saw that you were going to think it on the societal system, boom, before you even thought of it. Marcus, this is great. This is magic. And I can see how this is going to hit our KPI right out of the water. But is any of this legal? And the answer to that question is, it doesn't matter. Because we control the entire communications around your campaign, and we control the communications around the judicial organizations that are monitoring the work that you're supposed to be doing. We guarantee you 24/7 legal protection around the year forever. All you have to do is sign a contract, believe and trust, and cross the red line. The products I have shown you today, they are tried and they are tested. They have toppled countries. They have taken despicable people out of the shadows of obscurity and have put them on the highest pillar of political power. They work. They deliver. They deliver on your KPIs again and again and again. They will fulfill your sales and your operation dreams. Brand managers, sales directors, getting their bonuses. People out on the streets buying things. To successfully implement the campaigns that we have produced, and to do the same for your clients, for your business, for your agency, you must commit to crossing the red line of what you think is morally acceptable. It's the only question you have to ask. Are you prepared to do what needs to be done to get what done that needs to be done? Are you prepared to cross the red line? Are you prepared to put your faith and trust? So before I leave you today, I'd like you to remember 5 things. I'd like you to remember that we are your covert communications partner. We have all the tools you need. We have a suite of solutions that can hit your targets and get your pitches and hit your KPI one after another. You can change the world one KPI at a time if you want. You just have to cross that red line. Just have to believe and trust. Just have to believe and trust.
He didn't really need to close the deal. He'd taken enough loose and mold, and they'd be consuming brands soon all day. It had been in the coffee, in the water, and in the air conditioning. They'd been trapped from the moment they'd stepped into the chemistry meeting, doomed to sign up to the partner program and become communication agents within the Black Operative Department's network. Soon the Escalate Sonic call to action would drive them to the expo area, where they would sign away their souls in exchange for KPIs. They would do anything for the KPIs. Anything for the KPIs. Anything for the KPIs. Anything for the KPIs.
So if you want to meet us outside in the area, we can talk about your KPIs, and we can do anything for your KPIs. Thank you very much.